welcome to Millennials Talk That Ish. As y'all know, I am Monet.
And I'm Nia.
And as we mentioned in our previous commercial, we are celebrating Black History Month.
Hello.
All month, y'all are gonna get everything black.
Black history.
That's
everything
it.
Black. Supporting everything black.
Everything black. That's just basically it. Today, we are going to start off with the accomplishments that black men have made to our society.
Right, just a big old episode that's a shout out to black men.
That's it. Just plain and simple.
Period.
I just wanted to start off by mentioning Carter G. Woodson. He is the creator of Black History Week, which eventually went on to Black History Month.
Right.
Just wanted to mention him. Black people have done a lot of stuff.
We have contributed to everything that you guys love.
Like everything.
I mean, that's why y'all try to make us replicas, but you can't.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. It's alright. It's cool. We've learned to understand that
we're great.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It's cool.
Nia, who do you have to talk about today? Come on.
It's a couple of people. So it's I have a mixture of guys. So y'all bear with me because I have notes. Because I cannot remember all this stuff, you guys.
At all.
It's also a learning experience for me as well. So the first person I want to really give a big shout out to is Todd Smith because he created me.
You're so stupid.
All right, that's a great creation, So I gotta give a shout out to him. You feel me? Because without him, there's no me. And
you're so retarded.
All right, so Frederick McKinley. So I'm gonna go old school real quick before I bring it back up school and you go. Yeah. Frederick McKinley.
School.
He invented the refrigerated trucks. He got it patented in 1940. He co-founded U.S. Thermal Control Company, which became known as Thermo King. The company was critical during World War II, which was definitely used for preserving blood, food supplies. So as y'all know, that was very critical. So imagine how we carry foods now all across our different great land, as they say, is invented by a black man. Oh, you didn't know that? You racist. Them ice cream sandwiches y'all eating?
Shut up.
A black man invented that. I just want to put that out there.
So stupid. Okay. So I have why can't I talk today? Alexander Miles. He is the reason why we have automated elevator doors.
Yes.
Okay, before him it was manual.
Right.
And there was a lot of deaths.
Yes.
If it wasn't closed properly. So he came up with the flexible belt and drums that indicated whether if you hit the floor that you were supposed to be on, it would knock on the drums basically, and then it would make the belt open the doors.
That's so freaking cool. That's mad freaking cool.
He's the reason why we had this.
Cause stairs me please. I was not getting no elevator with no automatic door. Yeah. It's not happening.
You're so stupid. Who we got next?
Okay, so let's bring it to Mark Dean. So I guess you could say it's a little closer to home. His stuff was patented in 1980 and 1999. He is known for his invention of the color IBM PC monitor. So he worked for IBM as a chief engineer. He was the head of his team, and I think it was about 12 people, they said, and he also helped develop the first IBM computer. He worked to develop the color monitor and led the team that developed the first gigahertz processor. This will allow for higher processing rates at a faster speed. So y'all need to be thanking him because y'all not seeing these computers in black and white. Okay? Thank you. And y'all wonder why things go so fast. He started that trend off of faster speed internet. So,
a black man.
Give him his kudos. Thank you.
Next, I have Philip Downing. In 1891, he invented the letterbox, which is much like the mailboxes that is on our street corners now. Those little blue ones. If it wasn't for him, we would have still been having to go all the way to the post office just to send a letter.
Okay.
Not no big packages, a simple envelope. Okay. He is the reason for that. So thank you.
For real, because they like almost every corner, and it's very much easier for me to go to the corner to put my letter in
and all the way down to the post office.
Okay, I ain't going in my hero. I ain't going.
Right, I hate having to go there when I have to pick up a package.
For real.
And it's mine.
So forget about just a little letter.
Right.
Okay. So my next person is Garrett Morgan, another fabulous black man. He helped invent the 3-signal traffic light. 1923, it was patented. He featured the yellow signal light. And he is the reason why it's used like that in Canada and the United States. He decided to invent this after he saw like a horrific horse carriage accident. And he was like, you know, it would make sense if people knew to like slow down, to yield, instead of just speeding through intersections. I mean, some of y'all still speed through intersections, but you know, it's like a caution there, like.
Yeah, it's better than not having it at all.
Exactly. So he had his rights. I mean, he did end up selling his rights to a company for $40,000, which back then was a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you know, as you are an inventor now, don't sell your rights. Keep your shit going.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but it's still what came from a black man, and that's all that matters.
So I have Matthew Cherry. Mm-hmm. He invented something called a velocipede, which was just a metal frame connected to either 2 wheels or 3. What do that sound like to y'all? A bicycle. Mm-hmm. He is the reason why we have the bikes that we know today.
Right.
It probably didn't look exactly like it does now, but he was the inventor of that creation.
Wow.
I don't know how to ride a bike, y'all, so I didn't really
I'm gonna need you to learn how to ride a bike.
Blame my parents.
I'm definitely gonna need you to learn how to ride a bike.
It's my parents' fault. We're gonna get into that another day.
Yo. That was one thing my grandmother used to always make fun of New Yorkers, because she's like, they don't know how to ride bikes. And I said, like, oh.
And both my parents are from the South, so.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. So I'm gonna bring in a little new school. It was this young guy that I was reading about maybe like 2 weeks ago, and then I kind of like, I'm not gonna forget about it. I read about it, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then I was like, oh, we're doing this episode for what? Talk about him. Mm-hmm. So he's a 14-year-old entrepreneur. His name is Sidney Keith III.
Okay.
And I think because since he saw everything that was going on with black men being killed in the media, he wanted to like produce something a little more positive. So he was on CNN, he got interviewed, and he started this company called Books and Bros. Okay. So he has a really great love for reading, and he just wanted to share it with other people. Like, start making reading cool, because a lot of kids may not identify reading and cool. Mm-hmm. So he decided to do that, and he started his company at the age of 10, which is amazing. Yes. Books and Bros also encourages black culture, African American literature, and also financial literacy, which I think is amazing at 14 years old, because most 14-year-olds, you know, watching cartoons, mm-hmm. hanging out, chilling, which is nothing wrong with that either. Mm-hmm. However, it is amazing that you are starting your company from the ground up as a teenager, mm-hmm. and by the time you are like 21, you're going to be set for life. So kudos to you, really.
Seriously, that's amazing.
Right, 14.
And you said it started at 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is amazing.
And his mom is a co-founder. That is really dope.
No, it is. That's crazy. So, I have George Carruthers. He is the inventor of the ultraviolet camera and the spectrograph, which was used on the Apollo 16 mission, mm-hmm. which also caught a picture of Halley's Comet in 1986. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was made by a black man personally. I didn't. Right. But you know what's crazy? Now that we're older and we do more research, we find out that it was a lot of black people that was working for NASA that they didn't tell us about.
A lot of black engineers, a lot of black chemists. It mm-hmm. was a lot of black inventions that were made, and people did not get their proper credit
at all. Like, I didn't know that. I
know the foods we eat they have the black face on it, but those people are not getting paid for their mm-hmm. inventions.
Not at all. Not at all. Mm-hmm. So that was something I thought that was cool because I've always seen it. I've always seen like the picture of the spectrograph, but I never knew that it was created by a black man.
Right. That's really dope. So another young person, entrepreneur, I saw his page on Facebook and I thought it was like so cool because he does like custom like rugs things, but it's like dope sneakers. So in my head I was like, oh my god, like my boyfriend is a sneakerhead. So that would be such a dope piece to have in his house, a custom like pair of Jordans on your floor. So this young man has a company named Tubbs, I believe. His name is Travis, and he is 14 years old as well.
Okay.
And
yes, these young men.
Right, that's what I said.
Yes, these young men. Black boy magic. You better shine, y'all.
Okay. So he does custom rugs, and he does logos, shoes, characters, animals, any kind of variety you need. And they are really dope. Like, I'm gonna put his stuff up in our story. And when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, this is like mad cool. Like, it's really, really dope stuff. And I don't know him, but I'm very proud of you. You're 14, you're in the right direction. Please keep going. Strangers are rooting for you. Okay? That is amazing.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. As I said, I kept it more old school today because, yeah, that's just what I wanted to do. So, James Durham, he was born a slave, but throughout being, when you look stuff up, they try to make stuff sound nice. They said transferred, sold.
Right.
Throughout being sold in the slave history, he was sold to different doctors, and they also let him study and practice under them. Wow. He learned from the age of 14, I believe. He learned he studied medicine under his masters. He eventually went on to be having his own practice in New Orleans. He was the first black man to study medicine. No, he never was able to get his degree. But to even be the first black one to do it, also to have your own practice, that is amazing.
Gotta remember what time frame it was, so they wasn't gonna be able to get their degree.
Right.
But
that is amazing. And to be able to learn all of that while being a slave, that's different. Because they didn't even really want us learning anything, let alone going off to buying his freedom and be having it. And his former slave master is the one who helped him get his own practice.
Wow, that's so cool. Like, it's bad and cool.
Yeah. But, like, for them to become friends and good enough friends for you to help him?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was really
especially amazing. For that time era.
Yes.
You don't help no slave, you didn't help no nigger.
Right.
Like, so, like...
Slave masters didn't like the fact that, like, they didn't like freeing their slaves.
No, not at all. That was lost property. That's lost money.
They didn't like doing that.
So... the next person I have wasn't really an inventor. He was just someone, you want to give a shout out to because black men do amazing things in our community. His name is Darren Cockrell. So he is a black male teacher. Shout out to our black teachers. So he got Teacher of the Year last year, and I thought that was really amazing because I noticed not a lot of black teachers get recognition for what they do. But then also teachers in general sometimes don't get recognition for things that they do. So growing up, he was in foster care. He was born to a mother who was addicted to drugs. And I think she had like a couple of kids by the age of 16. His father was murdered when he was 4. And he actually joined a gang by the age of 10. If it wasn't for his educators, he said that, he probably would have been lost in the sauce. Like, so he thanks his teachers and his people for guiding him. And they said that he's so in tune with his students and his students love him so much. Like, he ensures that they have mental space and that they're physically well. And he was like, most teachers, don't focus on the mental. You just think, oh, what do these kids have to be stressed out about? Oh, a lot. They do. They might not pay bills,
and he knows
but they do. Exactly. So, giving him a shout out was like definitely because we don't have a lot of black male teachers, and it's definitely needed. You need that influence in schools. some people just need that influence in their lives. Maybe their fathers or grandfathers or uncles are not around. So having a black male influence is like really, really, really amazing. So shout out to him for just being an amazing person and taking your life and turning it around even though of your circumstances.
Yes. I wish more people would do so.
Yes. And more black teachers, please. I know a lot of you like rappers, but you know, have a backup career.
Yes.
Be a teacher too.
Please.
You can be both. You can rap to your students.
Because we need teachers who also understand us.
No, for real. And understand our kids. I'm tired of seeing videos of our kids getting sent home because they had locks. Because they want to wear their box braids. You know, like, come on already. Or if a little black girl got purple box braids, it's a problem. But, you know, little Sarah Lee over here has a little purple extension and it's totally fine. No.
Yeah.
Our kids should not have to cut their locks or not be able to wear their natural hair because one of you guys don't understand our culture. So,
you know, I kind of want to talk more about this after I read my last one, because that's something that bothers me, like, tremendously.
Yes.
Are you done with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we gonna get into that. We got time. So, same as hers, mine isn't anyone who invented anything, but as y'all know, we love basketball, right?
Yes.
From I believe 1946 to 1950, there was no African Americans in the NBA. Like, no. 4 years of no. You ain't want to see a little bit of color? Like, no.
Yeah, they wanted our talent.
Right.
Side, behind the sidelines.
So, then comes Earl Lloyd. No, he was not the only one drafted, the only African American drafted in 1950, but he was the first one to actually play in a game. I believe it was Halloween. October 31st, 1950, he became the first African American to play in a basketball game, that is an accomplishment. Anything, I don't care what, if it's never been a black person, that becomes an accomplishment.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and yeah, we're more dominant in the game, but we wasn't even allowed to play in the NBA. So I just wanted to mention him because that's a big thing for us.
Right, no, for real.
That's a big thing for us. Like,
shout out to him.
Yes. Oh, I think he's that. R.I.P.
Oh, I'm sorry, R.I.P. Okay, so I also wanted to give a shout out to another person. It's an accomplishment and not an accomplishment, but it's just like regular work that he does. He is an essential worker. His name is Adam O. Smith, and he is a nurse practitioner. He is practicing at Northeast Florida, and he joined the Black Association of Black Nurses, I believe, and he talked about how there is not enough black nurses, and how when you are a male in a female-dominated field, well, not him directly, but he has seen that female nurses who are teaching have been sexist against the male nurses, and that it's hard for them to find, different opportunities for them or learning because you guys are being sexist. Stop doing that.
For real.
Okay? We need more black doctors and black nurses, period. And we need more black males. Okay? I feel like that's definitely a field that black men need to look more into. Because they are about 10% of the field, I believe, and most people are in nursing school. They'd be like 1 in 5. The black person is like 1 in 5 of the males. So you're the only black person, and it'd be like 4 white male counterparts, and then everybody else is female. So, shout out to him for making it through school, even if you had to like go through whatever you go through. People trying to give you a hard time because you black and you male. It's like, what the hell you want to be in nursing for? But we need you and we appreciate you, and you are essential, and COVID proved that. Right.
And I never yes, we know that nurses are more. It's a female dominated career, but I never really understood it, because it's like, why can't a guy be a nurse?
Right.
Why is it weird?
Can they not be caring?
Yeah, like, why is it weird for a guy to want to be a nurse?
That's stupid as hell. But it's okay for a guy to be a doctor. So because y'all feel like nurses are under doctors, the women should be nurses, and then, because even when you hear women say that they're doctors, people are like, oh my God, I ain't a doctor.
Yeah, it's like shocking, and it's like, why?
Women can be doctors and men can be nurses. Like, yeah.
Seriously, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah,
if you want to be honest, it's kind of stupid
as hell.
It's very stupid. We've been, like, from peanut butter
chips,
to everything. A lot of things really stem from us.
Mm-hmm. Famous.
Like,
even though he didn't get the proper credit,
right? And that, and that sucks. A lot of people haven't gotten the proper credit.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's so many people out there that we might not even be able to learn about because they didn't get the proper credit.
It was never even written into history that they did this.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot. More than what we know.
Yeah. But we definitely gotta give a shout out to, like, the everyday black man.
Yes.
The single father.
Because there are some.
Yes, that are holding it down. I definitely know a few with deadbeat baby mothers, and they are holding it down on their own. And sometimes they do not get the appreciation that they need because sometimes we are women focused depending on the topic. Mm-hmm. So, black men, this is for you. We love you. We
yes.
you.
Like,
we encourage you. Go be that gardener if you want to.
Go do anything that you want to do.
Go do whatever makes you happy.
And don't let nobody tell you, especially white people, don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do it because you can.
Exactly. And dominate different fields. Don't be afraid to get into different fields. You don't have to be into one field. You all don't have to be basketball players or football stars.
Or rappers. No, go be a painter.
Yes.
Go be a painter.
It's okay to be artistic. It's okay.
Go do everything else.
You want to be into photography? It's cool. It's okay. You know, if you're into anime, it's okay. If you're a geek of some sorts, it's okay. It's okay to be a black
It don't make you any different.
It's okay to be who you are. If you're an emo, if you're a goth, if you're a witch, it's cool.
No matter where you're brought up at.
Yep.
That's another thing. You could be brought up in the hood and be all those things.
All of them in the hood.
Okay.
If you love country music, go ahead and tell the people.
You better sing that.
It's okay. It was invented by us anyway. We just let them have it. So, like I said, it's okay. The same with rock and roll. Y'all already know.
The same with most music.
Literally, house,
most music.
techno, like all of
everything stems from something that the music we created,
and we just let people have it, and then they seem to forget who invented it. But it's
that part
we know who invented it. It's
that part.
So this episode definitely was for y'all.
It really was.
They don't get enough credit sometimes.
At all.
I know y'all might think we biased sometimes, but we're not all the time. You know, we do love you.
We're biased only when it comes to men and women's type stuff, not our
not when it comes to black men.
Exactly. We love y'all. It's these two women right here. I love the black man. Okay. Mm-hmm. I love y'all.
Even when y'all get them on nerve a little bit.
No. But I love y'all. I'm raising one.
I love all y'all except for Dr. Umar and Tali Samoya.
I love y'all coons. I don't love y'all.
I don't love y'all.
The coons, y'all know we ain't talking to y'all.
I just want to justify that just in case y'all try to share this video or something. I don't love y'all. But
if you go against your community in any way,
right, or try to downplay black women in any way,
y'all can stay over there.
But the rest of y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all very much. And we see your accomplishments and we want y'all to be great. So,
yes, we want y'all to continue to be great with y'all brown, light, whatever complexion you are, if you are black.
Embrace your black, baby.
Yes, we want y'all to be proud of it all. Now, on to the hair conversation that I wanted to have.
Oh, Lord. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
No, but it has been even what I think a black boy, a black boy wasn't able to graduate because he had locks. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. That's a problem. Because that's a part of somebody's culture. That's like, why he had to cut it? For what?
How was it really bothering y'all that he had locks?
But don't let a white boy have locks. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. sorry.
Woo! But then y'all don't want to say y'all appropriating someone's culture.
Oh no, it goes back to like the Vikings having braids and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get into that conversation a whole nother time because
that's a deeper conversation that we can have. So we are gonna get into it.
The Americans don't have a culture.
We gonna do an episode,
and that's when I'm gonna have to show you my very intellectual side because there's a very big difference between Europeans and Americans. But we're gonna get back to that another time because I have to deep breathe when I get into that. That is very, very intellectually stimulating. So there's a very, very, very you cannot claim Irish and Scottish nature in your own way. American, you have a culture. What your culture is stimulates from what we give you. And I'm done talking about that.
Yeah, we're gonna do that
right now. And whoever feels offended by this, take it. Because I will debunk every last statement you make. Try me.
Sorry, y'all. Oh, real quick, you want to know another field that I feel like guys shouldn't be ashamed of getting into, and you don't have to be a part of the LGBTQ community. Gymnastics, fashion.
Oh, especially fashion.
Fashion is one of like everybody when you see designer. When you see a male designer, whether it's black or white, but black specifically, we're talking about today. Mm-hmm. It's always, oh, he must be gay.
Or hairstylist. And that's something I had to get past too, because at one point I was like, but now that I'm older and I'm mature, I'm like,
yeah,
dominate these fields, bro. It's enough money out here for everybody. So if you see how much money these wig makers is making, and you into that, you feel like you're
right. I have a friend on Facebook actually who sell wigs, and from what I know, he's not gay. Right. And that's okay. Right. Make your money. If this is what you're good at, make your money.
Honey.
Because you in other races, you don't see them saying, "Oh, men can't do this."
Do you see how many Chinese men are working in nail salons?
And they be better than the women sometimes.
They know they did, and they be more gentle.
How you better than me?
I'll be a liar and say that when I had, even when I said I had a male gynecologist and a female gynecologist, my male gynecologist was actually better at being more gentle than my female gynecologist.
Which I would never understand that because you would think as a female,
right?
You would know not to be so rough.
Like sis, take it easy. Take it easy, okay? My male gynecologist, he be cracking jokes and shit, making me comfortable. Like, yeah, because you know this is mad uncomfortable. It's cold.
Yes, do it. But I specifically wanted to speak on fashion because it's a lot of that, and I can't stand it. Yeah. Like, a guy can't have an eye for fashion.
Everything not gay, though. I need y'all to understand that. Especially as we get older, though. Like, okay, we were younger, we make the jokes. We older now, everything not gay, and y'all need to stop that. And now that y'all got kids and shit like that, y'all need to stop that because y'all starting their creativity.
Yep.
Something that could be actually make y'all rich.
Yep.
So, please stop that. Thank you very much.
So, is that what we got for today?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Today was a good show.
It was.
We just wanted to inform y'all on some people that y'all knew about or probably didn't know about.
Right.
Especially those two young men.
I'm really proud of them. Not to not know them from a hole in the wall, but I am so proud.
Because you don't hear young men really starting businesses and stuff. Mm-hmm. So to be that young and already have a business, y'all got it.
And y'all still in school doing y'all thing too, balancing school and a business.
Okay, y'all got it. So next week, every Thursday, Nia Say Your Mind Girl.
So like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, comment, all that to all your friends. We love you guys. See you next week.